that is what the twit has done. This is just outside our property. We've been here a week and today is only the second day that it's been nice. So we've let all the ground dry up a little bit and we're off to see our house. But before we do that, we've come to see our friend's little petting zoo. She's got all sorts. Let's take a look. Ducks and chickens and hens and golden whatever that is, peacocks. She then has 3 goats which just love to run around apparently, and then she's got Sheba, the big softie, babies hiding away so they're all safe. And then we have some very fancy pigeons too. Over in the distance just there are her horses. And then Jane's newest addition, Little Truffle. He's a baby Pomeranian. You can tell we haven't been here in 6 months. It's very overgrown, or actually not as much as I expected. So I'm happily pleased, but it is rather overgrown and rather boggy with all the rain. But seeing as though we are here, these barns are being knocked down. Where James and Leo are at the moment, they are stood at one of the 2 outdoor wells that we've got. And our plan, if we can, is that the well is being brought into the house. We are extending the house out to about the end of that barn there to incorporate the well into the living room. And then all these stairs will be getting knocked down and boxed in and extended out slightly. That barn is coming down and we're building off the entire length and up and down. Leo's happy up there. We are at Ian and Tracy's. We came yesterday for food and drinks and good company, and this morning we are getting ready for Easter weekend because it's a very big thing over here. So Tracy's got all her Easter stuff out and we're going to decorate the garden and the house ready for Easter. And there we go. The Easter eggs are on the Easter tree. Leo's having fun decorating everything. We're going on an adventure. We're going on the quads to have a ride round Shrimp. Leo's going on the back of Colin. I'm going on the back of Tracy. We've come up to the top to see the entirety of Shrem. Look at that. Look at that view. Leo's going to have a look. This is the centre of Shrem. You have the Clinker Bar and Hotel there. And then nice big open area round. And a little park there. So this is just outside our property fencing. Just shows how much rain we've had. I mean, they had a lot before we even got here, We have now been here 21 days, and in that 21 days this is our 5th day of sunshine. It has been unprecedented with the amount of rain they've had. Everyone has said the same, but this is all just outside our property line, and then if I zoom in you can see there's our boundary fence, and then right next door it carries on in and round. Today me and Leo are making chocolate nests and boiling eggs to Kate, ready for Easter Sunday. He's having fun at the moment breaking chocolate. No, just all you have to do, mate, is just look, snap. Snap it into singles. So Leo's starting to snap the chocolate, ready for us to put in our pot to melt. And I'm just boiling the water there for the eggs. Eggs are hard boiled, we're just waiting for them to cool down so we can paint them.
I am the egg painting master.
You're the egg painting master?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's this one for?
I'm going to give this one to my friend.
Nasco?
Yeah.
Well done. Leo's done a fabulous job there, look.
Yeah.
Today is Easter Sunday in Bulgaria, and we've come to Tracy and Ian's, and Tracy and Ian have done an Easter egg hunt for Nasco and Leo, and they are running around trying to find them. You found any more? Gosh, look at your haul. That's how many what you found.
Yeah.
Where the penguins are?
Yeah, found 2 more.
Put them in your basket. There we go. Wow, you both win a prize. Oh my goodness.
I don't think I should do the beer anymore.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sara. Happy birthday to you. Yay! I won't ask you to blow them out, love you, take your eyebrows off.
Try.
Go on, you can try.
That's the way.
Hooray!
This has got a bit of blow on her.
Today's mine and Leo's last day in Bulgaria for 3 or 4 months. Hopefully this will be the last time we're having to leave due to visa restrictions, but we will live and hope. So Tracy and Ian have brought us to Burgas, to their apartment, and we're now heading down to Sea Garden where we're going to have a couple of drinks, let Leo run around and play, and then get some food at the restaurant where Rick showed you all in a previous episode all the different sushis. So it's going to be a nice relaxed last evening for a while. Burgas candidate for European Capital Culture 2032. Some absolutely beautiful structures. East Burgas have made it to a candidacy this year. Burgas craft fair, different bits and pieces, lots of different flowers, all different trees ready to be bought and planted in gardens. I think some of them actually still just belong here because they're a bit big. Local honey stand. Yeah, they've really made the effort this year. I suppose that's what happens when you're in with a chance of winning in 2032. Sweet corn, popcorn, sweets, candy floss. This is a statue that was erected and it's supposed to symbolise two worlds being pulled together to make one. Leo being Leo. All handmade wooden items and jewellery and clothes. Chocolate strawberries. And this is where we're going for food. It's the Happy Restaurant. Happy! We are on the plane back to the UK. We're hoping for an uneventful flight, but in true Midlands to Mountain style, not so uneventful. Unfortunately, I ordered a coffee and a few other bits, and Leo decided to, shall we say, launch my coffee all over himself. So I think we may end up having to go to A&E when we land at Gatwick, but we will see what he's like when we get there. That is what the twit has done. So yeah, maybe A&E job, but we'll see. Although he does get to see the pilots and sit in the cabin, so he's happy about that apparently. Things we do to see the pilots. The hospital that we went to in Ashford was absolutely amazing. We were in and out within an hour. They punctured all the blister, cleaned it, wrapped it, said luckily it wasn't that bad and just got to keep it clean and dry and he'll be fantastic. So off we go to Chris and David's now for the evening. So after the adventure we had yesterday with the aeroplane and Leo's burning and the hospital, he's okay. Only took us just over an hour. He's got himself a little sock boot because he can't wear a shoe, and now we're off to the embassy to pick his visa up. Can you see the London Eye? The big wheel?
Yeah, I saw that when we were watching the news and when we were
watching the fireworks, yeah.
Town hall for the London Mayor.
Oh, is it?
not going at all.
Now it's a fish aquarium and
London Sea World.
yeah.
There's Big Ben, and that is Big Ben, and the Houses of Parliament, look. All these beautiful buildings and things. So what building is this?
I think that's part of the church, the cathedral, Westminster.
So that's
I
Westminster
don't know
Abbey.
part of it, or
Right. Finally made it to find somewhere to park just round the corner from the embassy. Had a bit of a fanny about trying to pay for the parking, after finding a space, and then had the fright of our lives for 1 hour's parking. It's £6.85. How? Bloody hell! In Bulgaria, for £6.85 you can have a full night out drinking. All sorted, all done. Leo's visa's done, and now we're sat in London Victoria coach station waiting for the coach back to Leicester. Only another 5 hours and we'll be home. Hello, our darling followers. We know it's been a while, a few months to be precise, and we thought we'd sit down and explain where we've been and what we've been doing and why we have been so quiet over the last few months. We've got quite a bit to fill you all in on, so I'm going to let Rick take the lead on this one.
I haven't really got a great deal to say.
Shocker.
Just getting stuff sorted, and now it's sorted. Done. That's it. And we're back. We're going to be starting work, or rather resuming work.
But what have we been sorting? Why haven't we been filming? You see, the people want to know, dear.
You haven't been maintaining your YouTube channel. That's why.
It's my YouTube channel now, is it?
It's always been yours.
Oh,
so
is
everybody
it?
says.
Well, that's because you never do anything. You don't tell anyone anything. You don't explain anything to anyone. I mean, it's like now. Oh yeah, that's it. We're back. We're gone. We're back. The people want to know why.
Well, I'm divorced.
Yay!
Which is good. 3 years in the making. Needlessly complicated for something that really shouldn't have been, but it is what it is. It was what it was, but it's all over now.
Four hearings, multiple emails, and God knows what else over 3 and a bit years. But it's finally happened. He's got his decree absolute, and life can move forward in that sense now. We have now started planning our wedding. 7 years in the making. All right, I'm now planning the wedding. We have a date, and everything's falling into place really well. We are leaving for the UK mid-September to go and get everything finalised, and hopefully by Christmas, New Year, I will have my residency, and then Leo can start school hopefully in the January.
Leo's got his residency.
Leo has got his, sort of got his residency. He's got his,
His visa deal was done a few months ago, so that was put in his passport. We've been to immigration, everything checks out, so we go back in a week.
About a week now, yeah.
To get his actual Vishnu Carta, which is awesome. So,
well, no, we've got to go back in a week for him to have his photo taken and pay for the card.
So 2 down and 1 to go.
Another thing we know you've been dying to know, because we have had a lot of messages, is what was happening with the houses and the land and why things were taking so long. The long and short of it is we do now have the deeds in the company name. They are now officially ours, but it was a work in progress. It took us over a year to get them changed, and all because the seller lied.
So we had to wait for the contract to be in default, and then as soon as the contract was in default, we were able to do something then and secure the houses that way, which worked out well in our favour. Ultimately signed the contract in good faith, but the contract itself wasn't valid. Well, it was, but it was fraudulent. Whichever way you look at it, there was an issue. The notary said it was wrong. A few other people said it was wrong, not wrong, rather fraudulent. claims were made that, shall we just say, wouldn't stand up to scrutiny, and I think that's the most political way I can put it. So of
You've been
course,
a lot more political than I would be, which is why you're talking about it.
so the contract was in default, and as soon as that was the case, we were able to basically put a request to have the contract pushed forward, and yeah, it's all been resolved. It got a bit hairy. Of course, we're the baddies for getting justice, making things fair, however you want to say. I mean, if you buy something from somebody and it doesn't happen when they say it's going to, that's not an interpretation of the facts. That is the facts.
I mean, we were given date after date after date. I mean, as most of you will know, because you've been following us from the beginning, we were given 3 different dates, maybe possibly 4, all of which came and went with no movement, different excuses, different lies. And then obviously I had to go back to the UK because mine and Leo's 90 days was up. Rick had made it quite clear he wasn't leaving Bulgaria without the properties, which obviously did put a strain on us behind the scenes. Not a strain on us as in we were arguing and things, just a strain on the fact that we were having to then spend 3 months completely separate.
She got separation anxiety.
I did. I got major separation anxiety. I mean,
You didn't say anxiety then. You said it sounded like
I can't say it.
Anxiety. I think you decided she was going to say major separation excitement.
Yeah, excitement.
Then thought better of
I can't say it. Don't pick on me.
That's another word we've discovered she can't say. They've just come out at random even after 7 years, but still.
But it was hard. It was really hard. I mean, halfway through the 3-month separation, I actually rang Rick and I did say to him, I said, I want you to come home. I want you to just give up, come home. I can't do this anymore. This being apart, and all the stress that it's causing, I don't think it's worth it anymore. We were talking for hours and hours and hours. He convinced me to stay the course, and I am pleased that he convinced me to stay the course, because we're now where we are. He's divorced, we're getting married, work is very, very imminent on the houses, the land and the observatory. So yeah, I'm so pleased that yet again Rick had the foresight to keep pushing me through.
But yeah, she still never listens to a word I say, which figure that one out. I'm sure any of our male audience members will be able to relate wholeheartedly to what I've just said. Our relationship's open enough for me to be able to say that.
But you wouldn't love me if I listened to everything you said.
Try it. Try it and you'll see. Give it a week's free trial.
Nah.
You would be a lot happier because you'd make a lot fewer mistakes.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be as happy because
would.
you would have nothing to pick at me for.
I'd find something, because you make it so easy, it's low-hanging fruit. Well, people have a trial separation. Why don't we have a trial you listening to me?
Nah.
See, she knows it'd work.
But anyway, we're sort of getting off course. So yes, we paid for the properties in November 24.
Yeah,
November 2024. The contract that Rick signed at the time at the notary when we paid, we didn't know that on the contract that it stated that the seller had until the end of September. We were under the impression that it was till March.
Why were we under that impression?
Because we were told March.
And we were given two contracts.
Well, yeah, all right, and two contracts. Yeah.
One was translated into English that wasn't a direct translation of the Bulgarian contract, if I recall correctly.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we had an English contract sent to us while we were still in England.
That wasn't by a licensed translator, by the way.
No.
That was by the
seller. So we were sent that while we were still in the UK. And then we came over, paid for the properties, you signed the contract that you thought you were signing.
I signed the other contract as well.
Yes.
And if there's anybody out there wants to sort of contest anything, what can't talk can't lie.
Yeah.
So it's all there in black and white. And
We have every single piece of paper, we have every message, every email. We literally have nothing to hide. So Rick signed the contract, we paid the money. We thought, great, that's it. We come March, we'll come back in March. Everything will be great and dandy. Got to March of 2025, and we got excuse after excuse after excuse.
of course, we're having to pay for flights and accommodation as well. So it wasn't even just a simple case of let's schedule a Zoom, Teams or whatever meeting. It was, need to come to Bulgaria. Well, there was no set date. It was just, it should be sometime in March. So it was at the time we stayed for a month.
Yeah.
Paid for accommodation for a month. And then went home empty-handed. And this happened 2 or 3 more times.
We were told April, May. And then obviously that never happened. Then we were told September.
I don't know. Like I said, I lost track.
Yeah, I'm sure we were told a few dates leading into September. I mean, we could find out the dates if we wanted, because all we have to do is look back at all the shorts and things that I did when the dates kept coming and going.
And the messages that we still got.
And the messages, yeah. So I mean, dates can be confirmed anyway. But we were told a lot of dates, and we kept getting told a lot of lies, and things never happened. So in the end, I pushed Rick to go to the notary with the contract to find out exactly what it is we could do, just by the fact that, you know, we were at this point, we were still under the impression that she'd been and got, it had been and gone and everything else. And that's when we found out that the contract was the end of September. Needless to say, that was a bit of a shock. And we were told, you can't do anything until this contract's out of date.
Which we knew anyway, because that's how
contracts work. So it was like, right, okay, so we can't do anything, that's fine. So the end date came and went. Didn't hear a thing, not a peep. 2 days after the contract ended, Rick went to the solicitor and the notary and started court proceedings.
I was told not to go to the notary on the day the contract ended, because the seller wasn't going to be there, but there was a little clause in the contract that in no uncertain terms said, unless I'm there at the notary on the day the contract expires, everything gets forfeit and the deal's off. So it's a good job I went, even though I was advised, I was told it's pointless you going because I'm not going to be there. I'm on holiday. Okay, whatever. So I did go, and I had letters from every notary in the area to say that I'd been there. Went to all the notaries and got, there's a word for it, I can't remember what it is, but it's basically just proof that you've been, or proof they've seen you. And I went to every notary and got one from them, and they said that the seller hadn't been seen, so I was the only one that turned up, which is good because it made sure that the contract
was void by her, not us.
That's right. So we got it sorted anyway, and that's all that counts. That's all I care about. You know, as far as I'm concerned, there are no hard feelings. It's done and dusted. It's over.
Yeah.
You know, I was given the option to get a lot of money. I said no. I just want what I paid for.
I don't think I could have done.
A lot of people advised me to go for the money.
Yeah, I would have done the same had I have been there, because I mean it did cause a lot of stress. It made me in particular quite ill, so I would have been quite happy to take for everything she was worth plus the properties. But Rick being Rick, you know, and wanting to just draw a line under it all and just get on with life, he said, no, this is what we're going to do. I just want the properties. And he signed a waiver saying, you know, he would never...
Wouldn't take any further action because I'm not interested. I'm genuinely not interested. I wasn't tricked into signing that waiver. Again, I was criticised for it by other people in the village and a few other people. But I said, no, I'm quite happy to sign a waiver. There was no trickery involved. I was told exactly what I was signing. The notary explained it, the translator explained it. So yeah, I'm happy to sign it. I'm not interested. I've got bigger things to do and bigger and better fish to fry. I'm not interested.
So that's what we did. He signed the waiver. We just left it all. We left everything to it, and just drew a line under everything, so we could move forward. And we just sort of got over that. Rumours started happening. Things started happening. But again, we weren't, not bothered. We have the truth on our side. We have all the paperwork. We have the messages. We have everything. We know we've done nothing wrong.
So does the notary.
So does the notaries and the solicitors and everyone else.
That's all I care about.
So we've got nothing to hide. Then once that was over, it was time to concentrate on Rick's divorce, which was at the time. This was last November. Looked like it was going to happen in the December, but again didn't. That was due to UK courts, though. That wasn't due to anyone else. Oh, the joys.
She just kept submitting form after form after form and just clogging the machinery of the court up, because the court have to process forms in the order in which they come in, and she just kept filing, just throwing excrement at walls, shall we just say. Everything from false accusations, quite disgusting. Well, it actually made me feel sick reading some of the stuff that she was accusing Rick of. Thought it was quite amusing myself. It was like reading a Hollywood script. I might speak to somebody in the film industry to see if they want to make it into a comedy documentary / or whatever genre.
Rom-com thriller mystery.
You mean rom-com?
Rom-com. But no, I mean it was disgusting, some of the things she was saying.
Still funny though.
And then we find out that the seller had contacted his ex.
Well, we don't know who contacted who, but it's irrelevant anyway.
Well, the seller and his ex were having contact, and the seller sent his ex all the preliminary contracts, all the receipts of money changing hands, anything that she could, including photos of Tonka's bar, of the place where we're staying at the moment at James's, anything that could be sent to try and help her case.
Well, just involving herself in my divorce. It's got nothing to do with anybody but me and my ex. But for some reason...
But again, it took another 8 months.
Well, that didn't actually affect anything.
No, it took another 8 months. The court took one look at everything that your ex had given to him and just went...
Ignored it.
Well, what do you want us to do with this?
Yeah. It was literally 130 odd pages of random crap.
Garbage.
Everything from random posts on Facebook that were about... Sara did some mock invitations, some mock wedding invitations, and she even submitted.
Business.
And it's just bizarre. So I was like, what can I do? I want to design some invitations. So this is like years ago. She said, I'll do some mock wedding invitations.
It was 2024.
So she submitted all that to the court. Look, it's planning a wedding. Well, it's like, no. And just pictures of pictures of Tonkas. and just
And
pictures of the village.
pictures of my kids, my older two.
It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
It sounds unbelievable, and it sounds like we're making it up, but it's just
It was
crazy.
just crap upon crap upon crap, and let's throw it against a wall and see if any of it sticks. But obviously none of it stuck.
But it has to be true before it can stick.
Well, yeah, but we got the outcome we wanted on the 30th of July this year. The final hearing came, and the judge quite rightly said to his ex, other than finances, why do you want to stop the divorce? And the words out of her mouth was, well, I don't want him to get married again. And the judge was just dumbfounded that she thought that was in any way, shape or form a good reason to stop a divorce. So with that, the judge's words were this is the 30th of July at 2:15 p.m. I am granting Mr. Voss his final order.
And then I missed it for 2 days because the email came through with a load of server logs. One of the servers was screaming at me, and the email was received on the 7th.
And you didn't see
And
it
I
till the
didn't see it
9th.
till 2 o'clock in the morning on the 9th. I was going through the server logs because it's something I always do at night. Most of it's junk, but I have to read it just in case there's an issue. Just swiping left. I know that's meant to mean something, but in email it just means deleting.
No, it's swipe right, darling.
Oh, whatever it is. I clearly hate everybody then, don't I? So I was swiping through all these emails, seeing HMCTS. Okay, 2 of them. So, you are now legally divorced. Should I wake her up? I even thought about, because the court said it could take a month, so I even thought about not saying anything for a month and just having a blissful, relaxing month. But it wouldn't have felt right keeping it from her, so I sort of woke up, I was like, oh, I'm divorced. She was like, how do you know? I was like, well, I got an email. She was like, when? I was like, 2 days ago. Oops. So, yeah, so then of course, I've not heard the last of it since. Not that, but wedding stuff.
Basically, within 2 days of finding out that he was legally divorced, we had our date set.
No, not we.
We are getting married, darling. It is a we. So we had our date set.
I might be there.
We had the venue booked. We had the reception booked.
I might be washing my hair that day.
Everything is now booked. Most of it is paid for. Most. And then we're going back in 4 weeks' time to finalise the rest.
She wants to marry me.
I do.
Don't know why.
Because despite what you may think, you are my soulmate, and I do love you with all my heart. I may sometimes dislike
I
you.
think you need new glasses.
Oh yeah.
Actually, we just got you them.
Yeah, I'm going to say these are brand new.
Well, go somewhere else and have a proper eye test then, because I don't know what you're
Oh,
seeing
same
me.
as my hearing, you mean?
Well, yeah, and that. Yeah, that you do need.
But, you know, despite the fact that sometimes I may not like you all the time,
Only because I'm right and you don't like
do love you very, very dearly.
Not just
But
before a
it's
visa
not.
application.
It isn't. It's nothing to do with the visa. I mean, we have been talking about getting married way before Bulgaria. All right, I was talking about getting married way before Bulgaria was even on the cards.
You are. Although the Bulgarian Immigration Centre's been absolutely amazing.
They have.
They
really have.
I went to renew my Lichner, and the guy there was like, "Oh, how are you getting on in the UK with all your troubles?" Hang on a minute, have you been following? I said, the divorce. He said, "Yes. Is it all okay? Is it all good?" So I told him. He's like, "Oh, congratulations!" Shook my hand, and then when Sara came, because obviously bought Leo to renew his,
To do his Lichner.
to apply for his first Lichner attached to mine under family reunification. The immigration directorate came out and shook our hands and congratulated us.
And gave us an up-to-date list of what we would need for me.
Apparently they are sympathetic to us because of what we've gone through, and it's just all obstacles.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, it's of no major consequence.
But
it's
we're getting
nice to
through
know.
them.
It's nice to know that they're on our side, and it is good. It's nice.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
We're
mate.
getting.
Apologies for that interruption. We'll just saying hello to a friend in the village.
But yes, the immigration have been fantastic. They actually can't wait to process my visa D, just so, because then it'll all be over and done with. We will possibly film the wedding.
I'll film it
Rick will film it.
because I'll be sat with everybody else.
How does that work?
Cardboard cutout. What do you think I was looking at printing websites last night for? Speaking to my trade suppliers about, because you know I can get life-size cardboard cutouts of anybody.
Right, okay.
Steve's here with us, by the way.
Yes,
Which is
Steve is
nice.
here. Steve came out with Rick at the end of July. Me and Leo followed at the beginning of August, and we're all going back together in September. So Steve's been out here for a while.
I think that's about it.
So yeah, I think we've pretty much covered it. Oh no, I thought we were going to get one of those GoPro things for Leo's chest and get it all filmed from his perspective.
What, like up his nose, down the toilet?
Well, we'll stick it on your chest then, because we can't. Trust me, we can't have one on me with what I'm wearing.
Put a headlamp on you, head mount it.
I am not ruining the look with a GoPro.
Oh, don't forget a GoPro. There are other brands of camera.
And where's it going? Because it's not going on. It's not going on my dress, and it's certainly not going on my tiara or my veil.
You'll have to wear a mirror. So just have a reflective panel somewhere. That'll work.
Or we can just stick one on you and stick one on Dingle. Get it from his perspective and your perspective.
But all you'll see is people's knees.
Well, we could stick it on his head. His head's like here now.
Yeah.
Right then, I think we have pretty much covered everything we wanted to tell you guys. We've told the truth of what we've been going through and what we've been up to. Hopefully, sooner rather than later, within the next week, we're hoping. We will be filming the house getting started and the observatory and the land. But thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you for the people that are still messaging and asking how we are and that we are still alive. Yes, we are still alive. Ta-da! And hopefully you'll get more content from us going forward very, very soon. Ciao for now. Subscribe and hit the bell for notifications to follow us on our journey. A massive thank you to everyone that has already liked and subscribed. And if you haven't already, head on over to our Facebook page, Midlands to Mountains. The link is in the video description below. And we look forward to seeing you in our next episode.